Okay, so now that we are done celebrating Brad Wanamaker no longer being a part of the Indiana Pacers, I feel like this should probably be turned on, shouldn't it? I feel like we need to talk a little bit about, the guy the Pacers signed in place of Brad Wanamaker, that guy being Keifer Sykes. Now, Keifer Sykes has never played in the NBA before, and he's 27 years old. To put into perspective a little bit, when Keifer Sykes graduated college in 2015, his last season was the 14 to 15 season. He went to Green Bay. Didn't even know that was a college. The year that he graduated, Isaiah Thomas played on the Phoenix Suns, and Vine was still a thing. That is how long ago this guy played in college. And between 2015 to now, he has never played in the NBA, and he is just now getting his first shot. I know some of you are wondering, how the heck does this guy go that long and still keep himself in the interest of NBA teams? Because usually once a guy reaches 25, 26 and hasn't reached the NBA, he's supposed to be in his prime years, usually they don't get a shot, because that's just, once you reach a certain age, you become very unappealing to teams. Well, part of it, he did play in the G League for the Spurs, and he did okay. He didn't do anything worthy of a call-up in his 1 year in the G League, and then he went to Europe. So, this guy didn't do anything in the G League. Well, didn't do anything that 1 year, but he didn't do anything NBA call-up worthy. And he still managed to keep himself in the interest of NBA teams. He went over to Europe. He had one season in Europe where he dropped 28 points per game, just absolutely killing it. But then his most recent year in Europe, he averaged 3 points per game. But he went to the TBT tournament, and I think what he did there kind of has legitimized the TBT tournament as a place for former college guys to go, and maybe more NBA teams will kind of send scouts there if Keifer Sykes pans out. But he goes there, hits a game-winning shot. It's a big story, good job. He's on the Pacers preseason roster. Usually those guys don't make it. He doesn't make it on the Pacers full-time roster. Goes to the G League, leads the G League in assists, and is dropping almost 17 points per game. And like he said in his interview, when he played, the Mad Ants were 9-4 in the games that he played. He's a pretty good producer for the people around him and himself for the Mad Ants. The Pacers have a vacancy at point guard. They see Keifer Sykes tearing it up. They see Brad Wanamaker being terrible. They cut Brad Wanamaker. They bring in Keifer Sykes. I just find it amazing how Keifer Sykes' determination, usually most guys after a few years of being out, they give up because they haven't gotten a shot, or they stay in Europe because they're finding success in Europe, and they stay in Europe. Keifer Sykes found success in Europe and voluntarily left it to go and try and make the NBA. That is truly respectable. That is a risk that most of us would not take. And he took it, and right now it looks like it's working out for him. And along with all that, another thing might be proven if Keifer Sykes does good. And that is a style of building a team that I have supported the Pacers doing, I've suggested the Pacers have done, and when they have done it, usually it works. That is Moneyball. Moneyball, if you don't know, Moneyball is you don't care about a player's age, you don't care about their height, their weight, their measurables at all. You don't care about what they do off the court, or since it's popularized in baseball, you don't do what you don't care about what they do off the field. All you care about is their statistics. You purely build a team based off of statistics. Everything else thrown out the window. Doesn't matter what college they went to, doesn't matter where they were successful at, you bring them in based off of the statistics. And the Pacers have done this on multiple occasions. and usually it works. Some guys who you may be wondering, well, who have the Pacers gone with that were Moneyball kind of guys? Edmund Sumner, O'Shea Brissett, Chris Duarte. Yeah, those are some of the most recent guys. Probably maybe a failure was Amita Brima, but he didn't really get much playing time either. And that was more of a necessity for a big man and less of a Moneyball call-up. But Keifer Sykes is another, because he has amazing stats in the G League, and that's really what got him called up. And the fact that, the things that he's good at are the things that we need. So he got called up because of his statistics. So if he works out, it's another guy who is a Moneyball, bring-in that was successful. The reason I support the Pacers doing this is because these guys are cheap and they're easy to find, and when you show them loyalty, because nobody else is showing them loyalty, they show it right back, and they'll stay and they'll be loyal. Keifer Sykes said in his interview that he wants to play for the Pacers, and he already built something here, and he wants to stay here, and he wants to continue to build on it and show the organization he can play. I think he has a shot to do that on Wednesday. I can't wait to watch the game. I will be at Purdue watching that game, but that game happens at 5 o'clock, and the Charlotte game happens at 7 o'clock. So by the time that game is ending, the Pacers game should be starting, so I should be able to catch most of it and catch Keifer Sykes play. I think everyone should keep a lookout for Keifer. He could be an O'Shea Brissett, Chris Duarte, Edmund Sumner type of guy. Well, I think Keifer is definitely an interesting story, and if he's successful, it's just going to be another guy I was right about, because I think he'll, one, be way better than Brad Wanamaker, and two, he fits the system very well, and he's pretty underrated defender as well. He's tough, he's physical, and he's hungry. And he's getting his shot, and I don't think he's going to let it go to waste. He's going to give it everything he has. You put him out there for 5 minutes, you're going to get the best 5 minutes. You're going to get the best 5 minutes of his whole career. Put him out there for 10, you get the best 10. He doesn't give up. The guy doesn't give up. I can't wait to see him play. I think he's going to be a great player. If he's not, one of the few times I was wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. See you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and we'll see how this goes. It could go really bad, or it could go really good. I am banking on really good. I'll see you guys next time.
Just got unlucky on a few plays tonight. One of those plays, I thought he was standing still, but he just hit the shit out of that one guy, and the guy went flying. They blew the whistle, and they called it on him.